Well, first thing I want to point out is I'm talking to Steve, and he gave me permission to speak with you. And I called you Bridget a few times, but I kind of fixed it at the end. I didn't realize because I was so passionate about the subject. Oh shit, the phone almost fell. So I was like, oh no, I'm not. I keep saying Bridget. No, I mean B scale. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm confusing her with somebody. So let me just get that out the way because your privacy is important to me. So I didn't want you to think that I call you Bridget. So that was just my error because I was just so passionate about how I felt or how I feel about you. You'll hear it. Like you, I've never said this to you, but you have a way of speaking and dealing with Wiley that I've never ever seen. Wiley has much respect and admiration for you, and I'm sure that's because of you all's maybe personal relationship off of YouTube, or the fact that you came together and you helped him to be a co-host. Your demeanor with him, your don't take no shit attitude. I see Wiley respect you. I've seen you call Wiley up before, and I've seen him pipe down. So I really do think that you're the best person to handle this situation. And I personally don't want to be embroiled in it, and so does Steve. As you will hear in the messages and the screenshots that I'm going to send you, it'll show. I feel like if I were to go to Wiley with this, it would be spun messily. And also from Steve, because Steve has been also burnt by Wiley before by sharing information with him about Conscious TV and that whole situation. Wiley took it and he spun it. So I want to provide you with all the evidence. Steve has given me permission for it with permission. I want you to go through it. I want you to decipher all the information yourself, form your own opinion, tell me how you feel, and then whatever is necessary, provide that information to Wiley in the B-Scales way. Steve doesn't want the screenshots to be shared. I get that and I understand that, because then it kind of puts him in the mess. But if you're going to reach out to Wiley with regards to some information, I know from you, once you have verified that it's credible and it's fact or factual, then he's not going to ask you for any receipts. I would prefer to be anonymous.
Okay, so stay tuned. Here are some pics and footage of the actual receipts of Steve O having a conversation with the person who made Surviving Wiley 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Check this out. Don't go anywhere.
All right, here goes. Steve hit me up at 11:22. I'm gonna actually send you the file for these, but I'm gonna blow them up. To him, danger, stay back, don't get yourself involved, Steve. And then he said, I want no parts. And so this right here is Steve, and then these right here are me. So I'm in the gray. All right, so here goes the audio. As you see, I handled it very classy and respectful. I said that. And honestly, if I say that I'm your friend off camera, I'm your friend off camera, and I am not going to allow someone to get in my head and make me on a platform so that I can bash you. No, that's not me. I feel like what me and Wiley had, we dealt with off cameras. He apologized, and I moved on and he moved on. So I don't even know why they even trying to involve me in this now. Has been writing me on Facebook, sending me emails. He had some of his subscribers to send me emails, add me on Instagram, and I'm telling King Pain, like, look, I respectfully decline. I don't think that I can bash someone who has been a good friend to me, even though he has done a couple of stupid shit for clicks and views. But I mean, come on now, there's so many people on YouTube that I don't agree with everything that they do. And like I said before, and like you said, he apologized and I moved on. There's no fucking sense of keep beating a dead horse on the head. But I thought I'd share that with you. Like, man, look, people are reaching out to me trying to get me to make YouTube videos. No, I'm good. And people say I do shit for clicks and views. Now look, if I wanted some clicks and views, I would have jumped all over this and got all the clicks and views that I fucking need. But I'm not that kind of person. I'm really not. Wow, Steve, this really just made me mad. Like, it just took me to the boiling point level of mad. Like, the extent that people would go. Don't get me wrong. We are talking about Wiley here. Marquise Wiley is a force to be reckoned with, and he's really got some terrible, horrible ways. But all of this, if Armand had reached out to you, do you know what I would have said to you, Steve? You make a decision and you make a choice, because the issue is between Armand and Wiley. Why is Kingpin inserting himself, and why is he doing a docu-series on surviving Wiley? What the fuck does Kingpin have to do with that? Clicks, views, content, clout, what is it? Come on now. If Armand had said this to you, I would have said, you know what, Steve? Okay. And your stance may have probably still been the same, but it would have been more validated for you to do something like this for like the likes of an Armand, for somebody who Wiley has had a personal issue with. What the fuck is Steve Kingpin doing? That ain't nothing but devil. That's some devilish.
For sending me the link, okay, and letting me know that he was over there, okay. So I was able to slip into the chat and watch it live with you guys. I was on the edge of my seat watching it because I too was like, maybe Wonky wasn't telling the whole truth. I felt like maybe he left out parts, but knowing Wiley and what he looks, as I stated, everything that Wonky said, Markel is here corroborating his story, because a lot of people tried to say that they didn't believe Wonky. He wasn't telling the truth, at least not the whole truth. The story was drawn out, and then they were like, why now?
Did you ask her, do she drink alcohol? You did.
Yes, I did.
Almost. Oh, and what she said? She lied.
Okay, so listen,
So
we're not going to go all the way there with it. But you get what I'm saying. He don't want to go there.
See, we go all the way back, and of course, I would say during that time, I understand that it's not good to say you forgive somebody when you don't actually forgive them for the reason. I would say that. I'm going to put it back on the screen. I'm going to talk a little bit, and I'm going to play it back. It is not good for you to say, I'm over that, when you're not over it. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't want to talk about that because I wasn't over it. And did you ask him, did he ask him to do an interview with your family? Yes. Now, let me give you all a backstory. Thanks for the questions. Y'all can do questions, and I'm going to play the video. I'm going to take you all back again. I can remember where I was at. I was at District 7 police station, and I called him Mount Wiggins. And he said, girl, what's going on? I saw your Facebook Live video. Because you see the family. He never tell you about the family back and forth with the cussing, with the police. Was that he's seen it all. Because he called me, and I said, this is going on. It was a lot of stuff. Court orders, police escort me out the house. It was a lot of things going on, right? They wanted me out the house. That was the thing. The only reason they can get me out of the house because I was cussing, I was sleeping, I was in and out of hospitals, literally having a mental breakdown then, So he called me, and I called, and he said, what's going on? And I said, you got an interview, my family. Look, I literally, where I was, I hated my family at that time. Mentally, I wasn't there. So when we had that conversation, then I went back to my friend's house. She stayed up north. Where was I at when he interviewed me? I was in Dallas. I believe I was in Dallas. Because I moved in with my cousin. And we did the interview. And my sister and them were there because I was saying a lot of things. And he interviewed them. I can't really say he should never did any of us because he wasn't intelligent. He wasn't educated on mental illness. So I can't put that burden on a mind. because he didn't understand mental illnesses. He didn't understand it at anything. You know what I'm saying? So at all, he didn't. So I understand that he just did not get that piece of it because he's still downplayed to this day. But I will continue to play this clip so y'all can hear it, just to give y'all the backstory on that. And that's what it was. No, thank you. No problem. I'm doing Q&A as well.
Living with schizophrenia, people wonder if I'm able to have a social life.
If you do digging, that's just what it is. And Wonky Pro had to be interviewed and called out because what he's claiming, you claim from New York, somebody picked you up from New York City, came into the, and you got an Uber ride back to your hotel that night. You didn't spend a night, and you went. See, when people, it just really don't. But at the end, I'm going to gain from this because when the lawsuits and all that stuff comes to
yeah, because I was just thinking you should be able to have a lawsuit. Like, if this stuff they're saying is not true and they can't prove it, there were no police reports filed. I mean, it should be something done about this situation.
Again, any information that you guys have on Wiley can be sent into the show at exposingwiley@gmail.com. Look at this. Look at this. Oh,
me and Wiley just became really, really cool between the other show, and just trying to we was trying to do some type of business situation, create some other content.
so was he like? So Wonky became cool because he was like a producer.
Well, no, Wonky knew the show that I was on, so I would watch it, and then we would just have some commentary of all the scenes about the show and see what's going on, what's real, blah blah blah, and then we just kind of became friends after that.
So you guys were just cool.
Yeah.
So we don't have any reason to be jealous. Okay. That's neither here nor there. I was about to blow up. I was like, girl, Markel. He ain't said nothing about you. A season of Chasing Dollars just passed, and I ain't seen you in one scene. Yeah.
All right, so you see, the man who Wonky claimed was his boyfriend, and I believe this was the man who allegedly Wiley blocked the number from Wonky's phone. So I guess he couldn't contact his quote unquote alleged boyfriend. You heard him just admit that whatever him and Wonky had was just a business/friendship. So there seems to be a few lies in between Wonky's story. So stay tuned. I'm finna break this down like a fraction.